What do you want to work on today, mate?
I want to work on anxiety about moving forward and clarity about direction.
Can you hear a contradiction in your words just then?
I think my heart's telling me to do one thing and my head's telling me to do another, and so I'm conflicted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the two stories?
Every time I see a comedian on stage or a comedy actor, I feel something. I feel like I want to do that. I would love to do that.
Yep.
That's my heart. My head's telling me, had a great career in IT, pays very well, easy to get a job in, low risk. And so go back. So I'm stuck between go back, go forward.
Yep.
I'm afraid of failing. I'm afraid of getting it wrong.
Yep.
It's like I'm afraid of people laughing at me, but as a comedian, I'm afraid of people not laughing at me.
Would it make sense if I said to you that a project isn't going to succeed if you're not really into it?
Yep.
Really, you've got to give yourself a score maybe and say, okay, so how happy am I with my life going the way that it is at the moment? On a scale from 0 to 10, doing what you're doing.
At the moment, 3.
I'm going to suggest that you can't afford to keep drifting along the pathway that guarantees that you don't fail. Because you get 3 out of 10 for passion, which ultimately that'll kill you. And if what you've got to live for is 3 out of 10, it's not going to bring you a lot of energy and excitement and vibrance.
Right,
So my bet is that you're tired.
I'm exhausted,
Okay. So I'm going to give you a demonstration. Put your hands together like that and elbows out to the side. Okay, do this at home. Let this hand represent one side of an argument that you're having with yourself. So it might be, I am after all a good person. Let this hand represent, no you're not. Put them together, push hard. Push as hard as you can. You pushing as hard as you can?
I'm pushing as hard.
Absolutely everything? Absolutely everything? Okay, how old are you?
43.
Okay, I want you to keep pushing for the next 43 years. We all battle ourselves. You know, you're good, you're not, blah, 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 whatever the argument is. But what are the consequences of pushing one against the other for as long as you have?
It's just tension and exhaustion.
Tension and exhaustion is the tip of the iceberg, mate. So can you afford to stay where you are?
No.
No. When would be a reasonable time for you to come back and give us a 5-minute routine?
I just don't want to do it. Part of me just doesn't want to do it.
Yeah. So, where's that feeling?
In the chest.
Yeah. Would you let it go?
I don't know. I'll let it go.
Okay. Are you at that point where you could write the gig?
Oh yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
By when?
I could definitely do it within like a week.
Within like a week?
Yeah.
So, at our next Coach Curly session in a fortnight, you could come along and do the 5-minute spot?
Yes.
Now, the reason I'm putting the acid on you like this is so that when you go home, all this stuff comes up, because what do you need to do?
Before or after I stop panicking?
When during the panic.
During the panic.
You can turn towards it. Seek to explore it. As you seek to explore this uncomfortableness, it will lose its grip on you. If you try to push it away, it maintains its grip on you. It may not actually be your career path, but it's certainly your path to freedom.
Yeah. And that the thought of freedom really appeals to me.
Well, what that's about is about backing yourself. Instead of saying, I'll do what I've been told to do, I'll do the reasonable thing, I'll do the what you should do thing, you go, no, bugger it, man, I matter. What I want to do counts.
I'm afraid of being overwhelmed by that.
Yeah.
That feeling of
it's
not right, it's not good enough, people aren't going to find it funny, I'll fail.
What you want is love.
Yes.
If I'm in an environment where I think I can't get that love, what's the next cab off the rank?
Approval.
If I've got 20 kilos of approval and 1 ounce of love, which would you choose?
I'd take the love.
Yeah. What if I think I can't get that?
Well, then I'll go for the approval.
I'll take that. No matter how much of it I get, I don't feel loved. I feel incomplete. Never works. So what if I can't get approval?
You go for attention.
Then you go for attention. So, love, approval, attention. By the way, if you're the dude standing up in front of a crowd, who's got all the attention?
Me.
Yeah. So you're going to go there, you're going to get the attention, you're going to manipulate them and get their approval, and you're telling me you're going to walk out happy. Is that right?
Oh, not under that scenario.
Well, it's happier than doing IT. You backed yourself and you said, this is what I want to do. I matter. It's about saying, I'm important enough. What I want matters. Because then you're giving self-respect to you. Hard to love someone that you don't respect. So that's why I say, go home and start to write the gig, because it's going to bring all this panic up. So you can turn towards it, so you can explore it, so that it can lose its grip on you. Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, you ready for the twist in the tail?
Okay.
You know how this stuff grips you?
Yeah.
It doesn't. You're gripping it. Because if you hang on to that fear of failure, you don't have to do anything. Therefore, if you're the one gripping, you could
let it go.
You're going to have the gig written in a week, and you'll be presenting it a week after that.
Okay.
And